Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spirit Sports. I'm your host, Evan, and welcome to another episode of Detroit Sports Weekly. This is a show where I talk about basically everything that has happened regarding Detroit sports teams in the last week. The teams I cover are the Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons, Lions, and Detroit City Football Club. Most everything in the show is done by me. I do get some help from other people, though, for some decision things and just things. So, yeah. But with that, let's just get into it. So, the big, theme of this week is that, and I guess the season, is that we've seemed to trade the Lions for everybody else. So, this is all the ongoing season or the last season these teams have played. The Tigers have made the playoffs. Detroit City Football Club has made the playoffs. Pistons are on track to reach the playoffs, and the Wings are also on track to make the playoffs, but the Lions are not going to make it. So, it seems like we have traded the Lions for everybody else. But with that being said, let's move on to the Red Wings. So the Red Wings are 2-1 in the last week, being outscored 10-9 by their opponents. For Stars of the Week, I have my honorable mention being Simon Edvinsson with 2 points, with 1 goal and 1 assist, and a game-winning goal. My third star is Michael Rasmussen with 3 points, 1 goal, and 2 assists. My second star is Moritz Seider with 3 points, also 1 goal and 2 assists, but one of those assists being a game-winning assist. And my first star with 4 assists is Lucas Raymond. And he had 4 points, all of them were assists. And with a record of 23-14-3, the Red Wings are first in the Atlantic Division and tie for 5th best in the entire league with the Carolina Hurricanes. And with that being said, let's move on to the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons are 2-2 in the last week, outscoring opponents 474-472. Stars of the Week, we have an honorable mention with 51 points, that is Asar Thompson. My third star with 58 points is Tobias Harris. My second star 78 points is Jalen Duran, and my first star with 93 points is Cade Cunningham. And with a record of 24-8, the Pistons are first in the Central Division, second best in the entire league, trailing only the Oklahoma City Thunder. And with that being said, let's move on to the Detroit Lions. So the Lions lost to the Vikings 23-10, but there are still stars of the game. I have an honorable mention. He had a good game. He's had a good season, and that is Isaac Tesla, who had 3 receptions on 4 targets with 49 yards and a touchdown. And third, with 3 punts, 2 of them inside the 21 being a touchback, and 53-yard average in 159 yards of those punts, we have Jack Fox. My second place, with 2 total tackles, both of them being tackles for loss, 2 QB hits, and 2 sacks, we have Al-Quadin Muhammad. And first, with 6 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback hits, and 2 sacks, we have Aiden Hutchinson. Now, in that game, the turnovers were the death of the Detroit Lions, giving up 6 to the Vikings 0. And with a record of 8-8, the Lions are 4th in the NFC North and eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since the 2022 season, when they finished 9-8 and lost out to the 9-7-1 New York Giants. Now for the Tigers, I have nothing, but for the Detroit City Football Club, they have signed forward Yasiel Cedeno through 2026 with a club option for 2027. He played in 12 matches for the club, starting in only 4 of those matches, but he was productive with 5 goals and 2 assists. Now that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was Detroit Sports Weekly. I'm Evan, and a reminder that if I missed something relevant or included something that isn't relevant, please tell me in the best way possible. That's it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Stay salty, blessed, and lit. Peace.